peppers. Let's go ahead and get these peppers processed. I have a variety of different sorts of peppers here. Not sure, they're mostly bell. I think this is probably not a bell pepper, it's a different kind of pepper. The thing about peppers is when they grow, they start off green, and if you leave them on the vine long enough, they turn red. That's partly the reason why they're so much more expensive, because it takes longer to grow them. I also think that, and this is just a guess as I wash this off, I also think that probably keeping them on the vine, on the pepper tree, or pepper plant, the longer it's on the plant, the more likely it is to be eaten by a pest or a bug of some sort. So maybe that makes them a little harder to track. So with peppers, I start by cutting them in half. Cut them in half, and that provides you the opportunity to pull out the member in here. There's a membrane, this white stuff, and it also helps you pop the little green top off, because you don't want to eat that either. So pull out, reach in and pull out the seed, pull out this membrane. There sometimes are some seeds in there. You can just tap the pepper, or I've seen people hit it with the back side of a knife to get the seeds out. And then once I do that, I'm back on the celery again. Cut it into long strips. And then once you got the long strips, you can then cut them lengthwise again with the rocking motion. And I'm going to see if this is spicy at all. It doesn't taste like a bell pepper, but it's not very spicy. Also, the thing about peppers is that when they are green, they are more, they're less sweet. So the redder the pepper, the sweeter it is. So the fact that that was a red pepper, even if it wasn't a bell pepper, maybe it was less sweet before, and then maybe it was spicy, and then maybe it mellowed out as it got redder. I'm not really sure. So again, reaching in, pulling out the top, pulling out this white membrane, and then my beans are getting to the boiling point, and they're starting to spill over a little bit. So I wanted to open up the lid a crack to let some steam out so it doesn't spill out. So this is really pretty. There's like orange, yellow, and green all on one pepper here. Looks really nice. So again, and then chop, 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 chop. They may have a tendency to slide around a little bit if they have too many on the cutting board all at once. So I try to hold them in place. Hopefully holding them in place doesn't mean getting your vulnerable fingers in the way of the knife. So here we go. My last two peppers. Again, you can see that there's this membrane inside. You want to first off, you reach in and you pop out the little this little mound inside that has most of the seeds on it, and then you pull out the membrane and you get the seeds out if there are any that had fallen off of the mound. A little bit in here. But what people don't know are that peppers and tomatoes are actually very closely related. And if you took a tomato and you cut it down the middle like this and held it open, it would look a lot like a pepper in the same way that it has this piece and it has these membranes, except instead of being filled with air, which a pepper is, it's filled with juice. So that's the story there. I'm actually wondering now, what is the air that's inside the pepper? Because you'd think it would be, pretty sealed. I mean, it doesn't have holes in it. It's not porous. So you'd think that the inside of the pepper would actually be some sort of some gas. I don't know if it's just the same as regular air or if it's separate. I don't know. Maybe I'll try to breathe in the air from a pepper sometime and see if it's fun at all. All right, so I got these guys. You can see this is probably more than I should do all at once, but because I'm wanting to get this done sooner than later, I'm just gonna hack at it. It's a big pile of peppers. I'm not clenching it. I'm just kind of letting them move around if they want to, because I know they're gonna move around anyway, and I don't want them to. Oh, that guy jumped. I don't want to get my fingers in the way. So here we go. One quick deal with the knife. And we are all set. So I'll scrape those into the colander. Getting all these pieces ready to go.